What's up, everybody? Today we're diving into one of the most important events in human history. A war so massive that it changed the world forever. A war that involved dozens of countries, millions of soldiers, and billions of lives affected. This is the story of World War II. To understand how it started, we need to go back to the end of World War I. In 1918, the First World War finally ended. Germany was defeated. The victorious nations forced Germany to sign a harsh agreement called the Treaty of Versailles. Germany lost land. Germany lost military power. And Germany was forced to pay enormous amounts of money. Many Germans felt humiliated, angry, and desperate for change. Those feelings would soon help create a new and dangerous leader. During the 1920s and 1930s, Germany faced economic disaster. Millions lost their jobs. Families struggled to survive. People searched for someone who promised solutions. That person was Adolf Hitler. Hitler became the leader of Germany in 1933. He promised to rebuild the nation, restore national pride, and make Germany powerful again. Many people supported him, but behind those promises was a dangerous plan. Hitler wanted to expand Germany's territory and dominate Europe. The world was heading toward another major conflict. As leader, Hitler quickly began rebuilding Germany's military. This violated international agreements, but many countries hoped peace could still be maintained. Germany first took control of Austria, then parts of Czechoslovakia. Still, the world avoided confrontation. Hitler believed nobody would stop him. He was about to test that belief. September 1st, 1939. German forces entered Poland. This was the moment everything changed. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. The conflict that would reshape the planet was now underway. Germany introduced a new style of warfare, blitzkrieg, or lightning war. Fast-moving tanks, aircraft, and coordinated attacks. Countries fell one after another. Poland, Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and finally France. Europe was shocked. Germany seemed unstoppable. Only Britain remained standing. Against Nazi Germany in Western Europe, Hitler hoped Britain would surrender, but the British refused. The skies above Britain became the battlefield. Pilots fought for control of the air. For months, Britain resisted. This became known as the Battle of Britain, and it marked Hitler's first major setback. In June 1941, Hitler made a huge gamble. He launched Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union. It became the largest military operation in history. Millions of soldiers moved across vast territories. At first, Germany advanced rapidly, but Russia's size, harsh winters, and fierce resistance created enormous challenges. Meanwhile, another powerful nation was expanding in Asia, Japan. Seeking resources and influence, Japan occupied large areas across the Pacific. Then came December 7, 1941. Japanese aircraft attacked Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. The attack shocked America. The next day, the United States entered the war. Now the conflict truly became global. The industrial power of the United States transformed the war. Factories worked day and night. Ships, aircraft, vehicles, supplies. Everything was produced on a massive scale. American troops joined Allied forces around the world. The balance of power slowly began to shift. Several battles changed the course of the war. The Soviet victory at Stalingrad, the Allied success in North Africa, and victories across the Pacific. Germany and Japan were no longer advancing. Instead, they were slowly losing ground. The momentum had changed. June 6, 1944. D-Day, one of the most famous operations in history. Allied forces landed in Normandy, France. It was a massive effort involving thousands of ships and aircraft. The liberation of Western Europe had begun. By 1945, Allied armies were advancing from both east and west. German cities faced increasing pressure. Eventually, Allied forces entered Berlin. Hitler's regime collapsed. Germany surrendered in May 1945. In Europe, the war was over, but the conflict continued in Asia. In August 1945, the United States used atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world witnessed a new and terrifying technology. The destruction was unprecedented. Soon after, Japan announced its surrender. World War II had finally ended. More than 60 million people lost their lives. Entire cities were destroyed. Nations were transformed. But the war also led to major changes. The creation of the United Nations. The rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, and the beginning of a new era called the Cold War. The lessons of World War II continue to shape our world today. World War II was more than a military conflict. It was a turning point in human history, a story of ambition, courage, sacrifice, and survival. Its impact can still be seen around us every day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, be sure to subscribe and join us for more incredible stories from the past.